Yo, this is straight up wild, you guys. I'm not even kidding. This might be the absolute craziest take of 2026 so far. With all these Drake rumors about allegedly paying bloggers, media personalities, and fan pages, it really makes you stop and think, who else out here is getting that bag? Hold up, we'll circle back to that later in this video. But first, earlier today, I caught this Fetty Wap interview with GILLIE and Wallow. If you haven't peeped it yet, trust me, you need to. It's actually a solid interview. That said, there's one moment in this interview that had me like, wait, what did GILLIE just say? Keep in mind, we're 2 years past that infamous Drake versus Kendrick clash in 2024, and now in 2026, it feels like some folks are trying to rewrite history. Just because that battle happened 2 years ago doesn't mean you get to flip the script. Tons of people still remember exactly what went down, and it's all on record. Can you believe GILLIE is out here blaming Kendrick Lamar and black people in general for Drake's so-called downfall? Yup, you heard me right. I had to rewind this part just to make sure I wasn't hearing things. According to GILLIE, it wasn't that Kendrick had better records during the battle. It wasn't that Drake came off salty after losing. Nope. GILLIE says the real reason Drake fell off is that black people allegedly didn't want to see him win. Here's exactly what he said.
From producing and all that.
Yeah, I gotta win. Like I gotta go for it all, bro. Like I don't half step shit, man. Like when it came to the Trap Queen and the My Way and 679, that shit came from motivation for people telling me my shit was whack. You know what I mean? Like even when it came down to certain labels and they
Nah, we'll get back with you.
And when that Trap Queen took off, is oh shit. And then the question was, all right, well, what's next? Yeah, all right, I'm about to show you motherfucking something. You know what I'm saying? And all right, well, what's next after this? And all right, now he on to something. You know what I'm saying? So my mindset was always attack, bro. And I feel like right now, I feel like everybody doubting me. There's a lot of people showing me love that want me to win. You know what I mean? But I like to, for me, I don't know what it is about me. I like to read the comments that people try to scroll past or people like to delete. You know what I'm saying? I like to read those because that's my motivation.
But you got to understand too, right? You in a great space right now because how our people work is we cheer you to the top, and then once you make it to the top, we want to see you come back down to the bottom.
Yeah.
But see, now you's good because you down at the bottom. So now, guess what we gonna do now? Cheer you back up to the top. That's just how our people work. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, we done seen him fall off. Damn, man, he went to jail, man. Damn, man, it's fucked up, man. Let's go, Fetty. So you ain't got to worry for the next couple years. You gonna be good. It's when you get back to the top, that's when you got to worry about the nigga saying, he did it again. Let's bring the nigga back down to the bottom. That's how our people work. So, yeah, other races, they don't work like that. Garth Brooks could be Garth Brooks forever. You feel me? Jay-Z can't be Jay-Z forever. Kanye can't be Kanye forever. Drake can't be Drake forever. Think about that. As black people, we was dying to see Drake fucking lose a battle. Think about that. Not me personally, but as black people, look how many people jumped on board. The minor ain't nothing came about that nigga fucking with no kids or nothing, man. So, but you can have a whole arena singing that shit. And it's probably a minor. Ain't none of that came out. He's supposed to have a fake baby on the side. Ain't none of that came out. So black people run with the lie faster than they run with the truth, long as it's up to bringing a nigga down. You feel me?
Shit, you know, we don't play about shit like that. Like,
so, you know what I mean? But that's just the reality of it, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the reality of it. Motherfuckers put smut on your name, and if whether it's right, wrong, indifferent, it don't matter. It's people on social media love a beautiful lie. They love a beautiful lie. I could make up some shit right now, and it had no truth to it. And it don't matter. GILLIE said it. Gotta be somewhat true. Niggas don't give a fuck, man. So
Alright, first off, it's no secret that during the battle, Gillie was always riding for Drake. No matter what Kendrick Lamar dropped, Gillie would always be like, yeah, that was solid, but Drake's was better. So everyone already knew where Gillie stood. Secondly, Kendrick Lamar doesn't just have black fans. White fans love him, Spanish fans love him, Asians, everyone. If you've ever been to a Kendrick concert, you know there's a ton of white people in the crowd. So it was wild to pin black people for shouting, yo, he's a PDF, when literally every other race was doing the same thing. And third, it's a rap battle, brother. Gillie, you're a rapper, you know the rules. Both sides were throwing heavy shots. In fact, Drake actually threw the first allegation at Kendrick. It's not Kendrick's fault that it didn't stick and he hit back hard with Not Like Us. So if black people are blamed for Drake losing the battle, then by that logic, who do we blame for Meek Mill's struggles? Or is this only a black people problem when Drake loses? Are we forgetting when Drake first dropped Push-Ups? Everybody was hyped, giving him props and calling Kendrick to respond. It was a long 2 weeks while folks were clowning Kendrick for not answering yet. Listen, I get it, Gillie. Drake is your guy. But nobody, especially black people, wanted to see Drake fall. Drake has been celebrated and embraced by the black community for years. You can't come 2 years later and try to rewrite history blaming black people for his downfall in 2026. And this is exactly why we're now talking about Drake allegedly paying media personalities and fan pages to spin a positive narrative. Just last week, Charlemagne came out and said, yo, there's a PR team allegedly backed by Drake and Stake paying people to push a positive campaign for him.
Well, there's a PR firm that reps two people in particular, and it's interesting to watch these two people put things out there in the ecosystem to control the narratives about things.
Drake, Stake, and
Right?
damn.
This is a spreadsheet. What's that number?
2,026,000.
That's all the sites they feed stories to. By the way, this is only one spreadsheet. Look at this one.
So I would love you.
And by the way, look, and it's not just the sites. Look, hold on, look what's on. Look at the stuff that's on here. Look at all of the websites, all of the fan pages, all of the blog sites. I'm not gonna jump out the window and accuse y'all of anything. I'm just gonna simply say, we know who's getting paid to push things. We know who's getting paid to push things.
We should put,
and we know who's getting paid to push things.
We should put the people out.
When it's time to push a narrative, nobody does it better than them. Nobody does it better than them. So when you see these fan pages, and I'm gonna tell you how they manipulate you.
Yo, when you hear takes like this that just don't make sense, it really makes you stop and think. Now, I'm not saying Gillie is getting paid by Drake, Stake, or anyone else, but comments like this, I get why people might start wondering. Listen, drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys make of Gillie blaming black people for wanting to see Drake stumble? Smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.